Well, hello, model car fans. Welcome to the Muscle Car Modeler. My name is Ral, and this week I want to show you a couple of scores here that I had just got, really, and a little bit of the story behind them. And I wasn't looking for these, and first up, these boxes are just what's containing these, not really what's in the box. But anyway, to set the story, a local friend here, I've referred to him as Bernie's Bargain Barn, as he been in the hobby a long time. He's got a lot of friends, and some of them get out of the hobby or move on, and or get up to an age where they sell off their collection, and he'll get them. And that's where these two had come from. And well, like along with everybody else in their collections, there's always starter kits, work in progress kits, parts kits, things missing parts and everything. So besides all of the sealed kits and everything that he had to go through and look at, which he said there was 900 model kits that he bought, there's a table of started kits, projects, parts, and you got to look them over carefully, but they're $6 kits. And sometimes I look, sometimes I don't. And in all fairness, I probably might not have seen these particular ones because I was tipped off by another one of my friend that was kind of going through them, Dan Doan. He says, you really need to look at this one, and this one might interest you. I'm like, okay, I'll get over there, because I had my family, my boy. We also had a birthday party to go to. So my time was kind of crammed. So I got there as early as I could and went looking for what I was looking for. But, some of these, you see this box, and I'm not sure this is actually from 1963, because this is copyright 1963. And, the box itself, you can't tell anything except for this is written on the side. Okay. And this box top obviously doesn't fit the bottom. But it says 1966 Chevy Impala. I'm like, okay. So, what is it? It's a 1966 Chevrolet Impala Annual AMT right here. I'm like, all right. It's had some paint work done to it, a little bit of sanding. But this body is actually pretty nice. Some of the paint's chipped off right here. But the pillar's not broken, but it looks like the paint's flaking and chipping off. This may strip really easily. I'm not sure if it's going to or not. I may or may not try it. But, it's kind of cool. So I picked it up anyway. The lacquer's kind of cracking. You can kind of see right there the cracking, clear coat, and everything. But the Super Sport script, it's still there, and the paint's got some cracking on it right up there, but still pretty nice. And I was just looking it over. Here's the interior tub with this console. It's got the custom console, and not all the parts are in this one are complete. Firewall, the seat belts, not much left on this tree. Here's the original stock hood. Okay. This was probably done in period too, because if this box is from 63 and then this kit's from 66, but there's the rear bumper, tail lights, a little bit of broken here. There's the front bumper. Okay. And sometimes even just the bumpers. Here's the custom dash insert, which to me it's just really cool just to see this stuff and looking this thing over. And I couldn't help notice that there's literally 2 speedometer gauges. Like it's the same gauge, just in there twice. So with all those gauges, just kind of wacky right there. Got 2 firewalls. The chassis, incomplete. Got an exhaust pipe here that I'm not really sure what it's from. This ended up in here. Looks like the custom taillight. Whatever this is. There's some other miscellaneous parts in here. The wheel backs, the screws, but it's definitely incomplete. And a 409 valve cover, but definitely incomplete. But there's stuff in here, and it's great for a restoration or somebody who's got one that the body's in really rough shape. So I picked this one up, but this one is the score. This is the one that's gonna, if you're a Mopar guy, this is it. And Dan tipped me off on this and says you really need to check out this kit, and it might interest you, and it's parts and there's some work. But from the box, doesn't look like much. This looks like an original annual box, so I don't know how long these parts have actually been in here. But here's the tip off here. Coronet. Okay, Coronet. Let's see, what do we got here? Well, here is a nice chrome tree for a 69 Coronet RT. So you got the rear bumper there, grille, 2 hubcaps. There's the taillight bezel, some of the velocity stacks and mirrors, and some of the other custom parts. But just having the taillight bezel, the grille, and rear bumper, that right there, worth for me. And my rebuilder is missing 2 hubcaps. So that's perfect. So now I have a set of 4 of the original MPC hubcaps. So just that right there was worth it to me. But that's not all. We've got this beautiful, but somewhat started, 69 Coronet RT body. It's got the taillight, rear bumper, there's the grille, hood, the glass, and the glass looks like it'll clean up, just dirty, a little bit of paint here. Now this, I'll strip it and find out what kind of shape it's in. We'll take it somewhat apart here and drop some stuff. But the grille, it feels loose. One side does. So it looks like, it feels like this is going to come out. Matter of fact, let's just see if I can. Be kind of hard to do this in the, so that might have a little bit of glue on there. But one side is loose, but the grille looks like it's going to come out. Rear bumper, not glued on at all. The taillights look like they were glued, but they're falling loose. Yeah, so that the chrome is loose. Matter of fact, I can get it out right now. Here we go. The lens was already popping loose. So at one time it was glued, but very lightly. This chrome is in great shape. So there's a whole nother taillight. Oh, yeah, but anyway, whole nother taillight, another rear bumper, great body. All right. The original hood with the hinges glued in and all of that, the cutout stuff for the different versions. But that's nice to have. My other 69 convertible that I showed you guys, it has a resin hood. It doesn't have this hood, or they puttied all of this in. The way it's made, this may just be all puttied in. It may be resin. Of course, a chassis here, which this is not really a big deal. Complete 69 interior tub, except for the front seats. Okay, dash, steering wheel, console insert. And we got a whole nother body here. We've got 2 engines. The custom clear hood that's painted looks like brown metallic. Flat black on the underside, but whether or not this is usable or salvageable, I don't know. Custom seats. And here's a second taillight for the 69. Now, one thing I thought, it was missing the front bumper. There are 2 69 front bumpers. So pretty much a complete set of 69 chrome. Let's dump some of this stuff out here. This looks like a Camaro front seat. That's not a right seat. That's not right. There's that. We got 3 of the original tires. Then we've got this white line tire. So this Goodyear tire, and then these little bit other Goodyear tires. So there's some tires. Got 2 engines. There's a firewall, second firewall, because this one's got it glued onto the interior tub. Radiator. Some wheel backs. That's not really a big deal. Air cleaner that I'm not really sure where that's from. Here's a console insert, but for a race version. The taillights that we went over. Oh, and it has, let's see, 3 of the custom wheels, which I think I needed at least one of these. My 68 has some custom wheels. My 69 I think has custom wheels as well, but not, and only 2 of the stock ones. Here's a third stock one, and some chrome steelies. Pretty cool. Shifter, Here's the other thing. And then I got one more interior tub. Now this is also a 69 interior tub. So a lot of 69 parts in here. And to my surprise, one last part here. One more body, but this is a 68 body. See the Coronet RT there, 68 marker lights. The front, the grill's missing. All the chrome is missing. Somebody started to putty this stuff in. As this is the race car. I can't think of the name of it right now. But this is the race car body where the hood was molded shut. And then they started to fill this in with putty as well. So I'm going to try and strip this and see if it comes apart. Fever Bee. That's the one. Fever Bee. But yeah, so I may see what if this strips or not, if the putty comes off. Really depends on whose putty it is. If it's like real automotive putty, that may not come off very well. But if it's hobby type putty or whatever was used in period, it may come apart. But I'll just put it in the Castrol Super Clean and see what happens to this. So that's going to be kind of fun. But being that this was such a score, you know, literally $6 for all of this, the bumpers are more than that on eBay. So quite a score. And then, you know, having the entire 69 body and interior tub, other than the only thing that's really missing are the two front seats. And then the second grill is missing this insert. So I'm technically missing one insert, but you know, I only have this 169 body. So I've got extra 69 chrome and missing seats. But my 69 rebuilder has this part as well. If that one comes loose, then I can cast and make a mold of it. The front bucket seats, I have those in my other one, so I can make a mold and cast those as well. So to make another 69 Coronet RT, I have everything here pretty much to do it. And the parts that are missing, I have in my other rebuilder. So this is just pretty exciting, quite a score. And you never know what's in some of these boxes, like just so vaguely written as far as that particular builder. Mine, I tend to mark too, like, you know, I talk about my Mustangs, my projects. I'm not going to flip this box over, but, you know, because I clearly write in there what my project is inside the box when, you know, I change it and it's not what's in the box. But it happens quite often, and you never know what's really in these boxes. And just say a score like this, it's really the first one I've run into like this. I've found many other, you know, rebuilders this way and parts kits and whatnot. And it's fun. It's a lot of fun to find them that way and get some of the extra parts you need cheap and easily. But I don't usually find vintage kits like these two kits, which that's just really cool. But I'm going to have some fun with this, and we'll pop this in the Castrol or the Super Clean. It's not Castrol anymore, but pop it in the Super Clean and let it soak for a few days and see what happens with it. And this one I'll do the same just to see what the body's in, and we'll see about getting that grill the rest of the way out, because I just really need to pry that out. It looks like, because I really don't see any glue there, but it is pulling on it, so definitely something in there. But anyway, I'll do that later. But anyway, I wanted to share this with you. My excitement and score is this, you know, really doesn't happen, but it's a great story and it's a lot of fun. And by the way, there were 3 kits in the pictures, because he sent group pictures out of collections from a distance. There were 3 kits that I was hoping to find. All 3 of them were picked up and gone. But that's just kind of the way it is I wasn't able to be the first one there. And, you know, but that's such as life, not a big deal. You know, the other kits, you know, they're not hot on my list, but they'd like to have at decent pricing. So they were already snatched up. But this was, you know, there. And once I looked at it, I'm like, yeah, I definitely got to bring these home. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in, subscribing, and all your comments and everything. I really do appreciate it. And you guys, you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next time.